Hey guys, I'm talking to you today about Beastial Piglord. What a name. This is a solo project signed with Obsidian Realm Records. Hudson Connor is the artist behind this creation. He hails from North Carolina in the US, and his music is extremely experimental, deathly, blackened, doomful, you name it. It doesn't sit in any one subgenre silo. This artist definitely mixes it up with such brutality and so many different sounds. His full-length release, Cosmicism of Neuselore, I hope I've pronounced that right, which smashed us in 2020, and this being his third full-length release this year. Pretty impressive. There's one thing for certain though, this artist does not have an off button. He is creating so much for us, which is extremely exciting to discover a project like this. Piglord has a huge discography, having formed in 2012, in total already giving us 8 full-length albums and an EP. And the one thing is very clear, this artist does not stay in the same lane, offering up something extremely different with every album that he puts out for us. But let's focus on this latest release, Cosmicism of Neuselore, an album that is tied up with H.P. Lovecraft's philosophy in regards to that of the insignificance of the human race in the scheme of intergalactic existence. So Lovecraft fans, look out for this one. This is 8 tracks, just shy of 40 minutes, offering up unique sounds of extreme, heavy flow that's extremely darkened at the very core. This track just gives you such a variance to your experience and can be very haunting and extremely eerie. And overall, the tracks each have a very distinctive atmosphere with them. Subject 1213 crushed me with pulverizing caveman riffs that were just so intense and extremely stark, and oof, that melody is foreboding and full of dread as Hudson growls and gutturals his vocals across the menacing and aggressively ambient sounds. The extreme and death metal injections were so strong in this track, it is a killer. As the album progresses through its diversity, there is such an assortment of soundscapes, it's actually mind-blowing at times. The huge atmosphere of this album is engulfing as track 2, Terrace, moves into a heavily sludge doom flow with frenzied, obscure and very addictive riffage. This track is a devastator, tore me open, ripped my guts out and stood over me just laughing at my pain. The hauntingly dark intro to that of Swain, the one that you can hear now, is so good. The feeling this gave me was just unnerving and very threatening before big fuck off doom hits, huge doom here. And this bloke has some lungs, let me tell you, a big set of lungs in his vocal folds. They are punishing and very beastly. And I am talking opaque, void of light, none whatsoever. What lurks beneath the Neuers, which I believe is a very large lake in North Carolina. Anyway, this track offered up something entirely different again, starting out with slower beats and softer moody soundscapes with intermittent signature changes, crescendoing an absolute assault of crushing riffs and blasts. This was a sinister and creepy track. That diversity that I was talking to you about earlier, this is all the way through this album. What an incredible, opaque and dismal journey this is. Holloway's Curse, just yes, this track ruined me. The drum track on this one was a winner for me. It created such an intriguing vibe. The drone of those guitars, the scathing powers of this artist's vocals. It was a walk through hell. The melody that enters around halfway just solidified the power of this track and really overall what this creator is capable of. This album truly is brilliant from the first track to its completion, and while I haven't spoken about all of these 8 tracks, I'm sure you get the picture. I'm pretty sure you get the picture how much I love this album. What each track created for me is almost indescribable, and hence this truly is one of the best albums I've heard so far in 2020. I know that's a big call, but I stand by that. I don't want to compare this album or this artist's style to anything too closely, I suppose, because it is extremely unique. However, fans of Nas Alchemeth, you will enjoy this hugely. It does loosely sound familiar to the nightmarish sounds within the suffocating ambience of that of Aratos and Achilles, but it stands on its own. I want to make that clear. I'm getting so tongue-tied because I get so excited. Cosmicism and Neuselore, it's on Bandcamp. Please follow Beastial Piglord on Facebook. He's on Insta as well. And to Beastial Piglord, just wow, and thank you so much. I'm Kelly T, guys. This has been my black metal albums of the week.